we have Impa Kasanganay, and after his victory tonight, and just go ahead and take it away. Who wants to go first?
Hey,
Hey, how are you feeling?
great. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm blessed. It's cool when everything comes together, right? Testimony to the team that I have, and I just thank God. It wasn't a stressful week at all. It was really fun, almost like super relaxed, right? But when you have the right team around you, have the right coaches and game plan, like you feel like you're just doing another practice, right?
Speaking of coaches, at one point in the fight, it looked like you were saying to the no something like maybe they were asking you something. I couldn't hear what it was. Could you talk about that moment?
Yeah, I think so. At the end of the first, or sometime in the second round, thanks Delano, almost had an opportunity to get mount, and I felt weird doing it. Maybe I could have finished the fight there. And my coaches, like we've one a year ago today, we had a fight and we got to finish, and it was all about trust. And I had to trust them, but also trusting me and trusting each other. Like we know we could have finished the fight there, but I felt something different in the fight, so I wanted to communicate with them. And I let Coach Lynch know, I was like, I don't feel good there, so I want to just keep looking for that submission because I thought it was there. And he's been working on it with me for over a month now, and we got it done. So I just knew we can go back to where we were.
How comfortable do you feel? Last one. How comfortable do you feel with where you're at in the standings right now?
I'm comfortable. It's just like God's got a plan. I believe I'll be in the final this year. That's what I'm praying about. I don't worry about tomorrow. I focus on today, and I think that I'm in a solid spot. 5 points is pretty solid, I think. We only have a few light heavyweights left, and I'll be ready to go in the next one.
Right here.
Thank you.
But you're a former welterweight, man. It wasn't on my bingo card that you'd make it to 205, and not only are you at 205, you're thriving in the weight class. You don't look small for a 205er. How do you feel out there compared to these big boys?
I feel great. Feel in great shape. I don't look at people for their size. I say a man's just a man. That's what Delano and I always tell each other. It's like I say, like if you're walking down the street and somebody slaps your mom, you're gonna fight him. So I never look at it like, what kind of weight class are you? Who are you? I got to make them miss, make them pay. And you put their knees together, they go to the ground. You hit them in the right spot on the chin, they go out. Or you get a submission in today's case, right? So that's how I look at it.
So in the past, you've had some setbacks that have been notable, and you picked yourself up in a way where, you're pretty darn close to the semifinals, the finals.
Yeah.
What would you say to people that are going through a tough time, they feel like they can't see that light at the end of the tunnel? How would you tell them to pick themselves back up?
I appreciate the question. We all fall short. I've fallen in front of like the whole world, flat on my face, on my back, and I've had moments where you failed, and that's part of like the journey. And when I trust God, I know that He has a great plan for my life. I believe in God. I'm a Christian. At the same time, I also believe everybody's unconditionally loved, whether you agree with me or not. And if you, like I said in the cage, like if you feel like killing yourself, if you feel like you're on drugs and you're suicidal, everybody struggles with something. So people shouldn't pass judgment on one another just because they feel they don't agree with somebody's beliefs, views, or values. I don't think that's how it's gonna we're gonna move forward. Biggest thing is just showing each other love, and it's okay to reach out to somebody. I know for men it's harder, sometimes easier for us to hold things in, and then it explodes. Even though women get time to process, it's good to listen to them too, right? And then everything else in between, it's good to just love everybody else. And I think that having like great coaches, great teammates, right? People that challenge me, right? I lost my last fight in prior organization. Delano was one of the first people to call me. Having people like that, right? Besides my family, Coach Lentz and Coach Dieter are on me every day. And just having people who are honest with you, not letting you wallow in your shame or wallow in your failure, but like saying that's just a stepping stone for where you want to go. Because honestly, too, if I never failed any of those fights, I wouldn't be here, right? It's funny how it works. So, everything works together for the good of those that love God, and that's how I look at it.
So lastly, now you're on this big win streak, a finish streak no less.
Yeah.
How far are you looking to take this? What are your plans here, man?
One fight at a time, right? So I want to be on the next one in San Antonio. It's God's plan. I'm going to keep training, keep doing what I do. That's what got me here. When I didn't have a fight for 6-7 months, I was training. I'm going to get right back to it, get back in the gym, and I'll be at practice on Monday.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Right here, Jamala.
After the champion from last year, got booked in the tournament,
Yeah.
a few of the favorites to win got pulled. Do you see the winner of the finals to be the champion? Do they deserve to call themselves the champion? Do they have to fight a team with the next year?
I'm not going to throw dirt on anybody, but I look at it like this, like when you do the right things, you get rewarded. When you do the wrong things, you take the risk to face the consequences. And if you win a tournament, when you win a season style, and you get to the top and become champion, that's how it works. The great thing I like about PFL is that it's not like you come back in and then the champion can sit out for a year. They got to come ready to work. And that, to me, makes a real champion. So whether they're not here, like, shout out to Rob Wilkinson. He was awesome. He had great finishes last year, and that was his year. But now, like, it's my time, and it's everybody else's opportunity to go get to that final. And, hey, it's like, when you get to the top and you beat everybody in your division, you're a champion no matter what, because You never know. Maybe it was steroids or drugs this time. Maybe another time somebody breaks their hand. It doesn't take away from somebody being an elite fighter.
Thanks. One more.
Thank you.
One more.
One more, yeah.
So, thank you.
Is it possible that, any time in your future you ever move back down to a weight class, I know PFL doesn't have 185 weight class,
Yeah.
and 170 gets to be a lot, but is 205 relevant now?
Yeah, so let's 170. We're not doing it, but 85 and up, 85 light heavyweight or heavyweight, I'll fight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
You seem to have kind of found a groove, kind of found your spot here in the PFL. What does it mean to you to be in the PFL, and have you found a home here?
Yeah, for sure. There's a saying, it's like, that rejected stone becomes a cornerstone, right? I remember when I got released from the UFC, I was like, man, what do I do? And, hopping around different places, kept getting better. And PFL's been great. Like, I have friends who I went to college with. Cliff Barrett, he's doing a lot of media right over there. We have Peyton with me. They called me after my UFC debut, just good people. I say it's good having good people in your corner, like we were asking me earlier, like when you're going through it. And they call me no matter what. Fight, no fight, whatever. And PFL's accepted them. So it's cool. And I mean, without Delano, he's the one who shouted out PFL, said, hey, get here. So I feel like I'm part of a family. And then I also have my teammates, Elvin Espinoza. You saw Alexei fight earlier today. So it's like I get to travel with my unit. And I love being here. PFL's professional. They're great. And it's a lovely place to be.
Well, and lastly, you said Monday you'll be right back in the gym, but there's a couple days in between there with this being a Thursday.
Yes.
How do you plan to celebrate, and do you plan on maybe staying in town for a few days?
Probably stay in Georgia for one extra day, but my family lives in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I haven't seen them for a while. Missed a couple birthdays, missed New Year's. So I'll drive up that 3.5-hour drive, give my mom a hug, see my little sister. She just finished her junior year of high school, about to go into her senior year. My brother's at Tennessee now. He'll be coaching basketball there at the University of Tennessee. So I'm going to celebrate them, make a little road trip, maybe on the motorcycle or something, and eat some good food, but I can't get too big. I can get back.
Congratulations again.
Thank
Safe travels back to Flair Country.
Thank you. Hey, thanks, my man.
Right here in the middle.
I've got one more. I got a message from Joaquin Buckley.
My man.
He says he doesn't want to get that smoke, but you understand that.
Wow, respect. Thanks, Buckley. He did great in his last fight. I know he fought my teammate. He's a fighter. He's a fighter's fighter. Much respect to you, bro. It was an honor to fight you, and God used that for good glory. And God bless your family. You know what it is. Thank you.
Any more? All right.
Thank
All
you.
good.